Today we're going to be just talking about how to solve sales tax and discount questions. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is what does sales tax mean and what does discount mean? So if something's at a discounted price, or if it's a discount, that means it's on sale. It's going to be cheaper than the original price. So right here, I said discount equals subtraction. You'll be subtracting for step 2. Then sales tax is additional money that you have to pay on top of the purchase price. So for example, maybe you've been shopping before and you bought a new shirt and the shirt says it's $14.99. So you go up to the counter, the cashier rings you up and they tell you it's $15.78. And you're like, wait a second, I thought it was only $14.99. That additional money is the sales tax that you were charged. And so it's addition. So sales tax for step 2, you will add. Discount will be subtraction, sales tax will be addition. So as you go through each problem, you'll need to make sure and double check, okay, is this a discount question or is it a sales tax question? Because that changes step 2. On both of these types of problems, however, step 1 is the same. So let's look at an example. You will be given the regular price of an item. So for example, the regular price is $145. Then they'll tell you discount. And they'll tell you the percent discount. They'll say, for example, 15%. Okay? And then they'll say, so what's the sale price? What is it on sale for? So step 1 for both sales tax and discount problems will be to multiply. Just like we've been doing, the first thing you're going to do is change your percent here into a decimal. And you should remember that to do that, you can add a decimal at the end and move it over twice. So what I'm going to have is $145. You take your original price times your discount times 0.15. So if I multiply that out, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. I put my placeholder 0 in. 1 times 5, 1 times 4, 1 times 1. Add them up. 21.75 is what I got. So this is a discount. So right here, now I'm going to subtract. I'm going to take my original price, $145, and subtract $21.75 from that. Now, you should remember on addition and subtraction with decimals, you have to line up your decimals. So I had to add on 0.00 to my subtraction problem here to make this work. So I'm going to have to borrow from here. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down my decimal. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus nothing is 1. So my final answer would be $123.25. Let's look at another example. Okay, we're going to do another discount example here. So if I have, let's see, my regular price is $25.50. I have a discount of 25%. So what is my price? What is my sale price? So the first thing I'm going to do is make my percent into a decimal, move it over twice, and I'll have 25.50 times 0.25. 5 times 0, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 would be 27, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 would be 12. Put my placeholder 0 in, cross those guys out so I don't get confused. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and I'm going to add them up. 0, 5, 7, 3, 6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 places after the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I have 6.375. Then I have a 0, but that doesn't matter. Now, this is money. So I cannot have 3 spots. So I have to round. What does my 5 do to a 7? Well, 5 and above, give it a shove. So you should have $6.38. That is your discount. That was step 1. Multiplying is step 1. Now I need to do step 2, where you're still discounting, so it's still subtraction. So I have $25.50 minus $6.38. So now I'm just going to subtract. Borrow, $19.12 is my final answer. So, discount questions. You change your percent into a decimal, then you multiply that decimal by your dollar amount from the beginning, get your multiplication answer, and then subtract. Now we're going to look at some sales tax questions. So if I have, let's see, find an example, $120.63. My tax is 4%. What is my total? What is my total cost going to be? So first thing I do is same thing as before. I change my percent into a decimal, 1, 2, so it's 0.04, and I'm going to multiply. $120.63 times 0.04. 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25, 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4. Placeholder 0, and then 0 times 3, 0 times 6, 0 times 0, 0 times 2, 0 times 1, add 2, 5, 2, 8, 4, and I don't need to put that other 0 in the front. I can if I want, but I'm not going to. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, count over that many places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, I have 4.8252. Okay, remember, this is money. I can't have that. So what does a 5 do to a 2? It gives it a bump. So now I have $4.83 of sales tax, plus my original price, which was $120, line them up, and 63 cents. Guys, the importance of lining up your decimals is crucial. If you don't do that, your answers will be wrong. So when you're adding and subtracting, you need to make sure that you are lining up your decimals. Now remember, this is a sales tax question. So if I look over at my little note here, I will be adding. So plus 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. Bring down my decimal so I don't forget. 1 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 2, 1. $124. Nope, excuse me. Mrs. Boyle made an error. 1 plus 0 plus 4 is not 4. 1 plus 0 plus 4 is 5. Excuse me. $125.46. Okay, we're going to do one more sales tax question. So I did 2 examples of discount, and now I will have 2 examples of sales tax. So let's see. We are going to do, $300, oh, that's a fun pen, $48.40 with a sales tax of 6.25%. And what is my total? So this is, I better put the word tax here so we realize what we're doing. Okay, now, some of you will say, well, my percentage already has a decimal in it, so it's done, right? No, this is still a percent, so you still have to move that decimal over twice. 1, 2. So I'm left with decimal 0, 6, 2, 5. So now I'm going to multiply, just like I did before. So I'm going to have $348.40 times 0.0625. When I multiply, my decimals do not have to be lined up. That doesn't matter because you count to figure out where to put your decimal. They don't have to be lined up. Okay, so multiply. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 is 42. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. Okay, cross off that guy, and that guy, so I don't get confused. Placeholder 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 placeholder zeros. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 2 is 50. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 5 is 29. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2 is 20. Now, I am not going to do this last multiplication with this 0 because it's unnecessary. I will still count it over when I place my decimal, but I'm not going to do all the multiplying. I'm just going to get a whole bunch of zeros. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to add 0, 0. 2 plus 8 plus 0 would be 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. 14, 15. 17. 9, 10, 11, 17, 1, 2. Now, how many places do I move over this decimal? Because this is a super long number. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I am left with 21.775 and then a whole bunch of zeros that don't matter. What does a 5 do to a 7? It makes it an 8. So I have 2178. That would be my tax. And here, I'm looking back right here. I'm going to add. Here's my tax, $21.78 plus $348.40. Once again, I have lined up my decimals. Now I'm going to add and then I'll be done. 8 plus 0 is 8. 7 plus 4 is 11. 10, 7, 3. $370.18 is my final answer. So, a quick recap here. Step 1. Make percent a decimal. Step 2. Multiply decimal by price. Step 3. Add or subtract. Okay, so step 1, make your percent a decimal. Step 2, multiply your decimal that you make times the price given in the problem. And then step 3, identify is it discount or sales tax, and then either add or subtract your answer from your multiplication from the original price that they give you in the question. I hope that made a little bit more sense to you, and that makes it a little bit more clear on how to solve sales and discount questions.